So I got two albums getting ready to drop. Well, I dropped my first album. I got my second album gonna be dropping in a month or two. And then I got another album I'm working on called Afro Kid, which is more me rapping again, which I'm starting to work on those songs. And like I'm working on beats to start selling. And I do a lot. And something I realized is like nobody's gonna do for you. The world's actually trying to tell you to sit down. You work too hard. Slow down. Like we misunderstand the whole hustle culture and we misunderstand what's happening to the point where we're kind of stuck in the old ideas, not realizing that there are new ideas that are that don't really match up with the old world. So like the old world, we have the ideas of hustle culture being mixed in with the old world and the new world. So like hustle culture as in the old world is you work a job that you don't like just to pay the bills. You work hourly. You get paid hourly, like by the hour. Where it's like in the new world, it's more like we're going kind of back to the skills thing. Like what skills do you have? And that you can also, because the old world is just piled on top of the new world, or the new world is piled on top of the old world, so they both exist now. That there's ways that you could turn your way of living into a way of living. There's ways that you can turn your life into your job now. This is what I've been trying to do. It's not easy. This is more work than working a 9-to-5 job. Like I was telling my friend about this the other day, and I was telling her that like every day I'm working on this thing, but also every day I'm working on the thing. Part of my work is coming down here, making videos, or coming down here just to be, right? I'll sit the camera down and just sit down, maybe meditate, listen in the silence, and just, be with Mother Nature. I went on a hike yesterday down here, and like I was down here for 6 hours yesterday. And that's part of my job for myself, is that it's self-care, doing the things that make me happy, that bring me peace of mind, that help inspire me, right? Because I get inspired to make music by just coming down here listening to Mother Nature. I was literally listening to Mother Nature while I was down there as I heard the water, and I got inspired to make a song. Right, there's a song idea I got inspired in how to start a new song. And like, I'm working on trying to set up shows where I could DJ. And I was telling my friend that in the beginning of trying to turn your life into your job, it's an internship, because you're doing it for free. Right, I had to cut my spending habits down. I had to cut my eating habits down. I had to cut everything down. And I had to be more consciously aware of what I was, spending money on and what I was doing, and, just all this shit that I had to do because I want to do this for real when I'm 30, and I'm 28 now. So I'm just setting up all the steps I need to do to make this happen. And I'm trying to tell you that you can do the same thing. I'm working on saving money so I can invest in certain NFTs I want to get. And some of these NFTs I know are going to blow up. Some people are going to be mad when I finally get an NFT that then I resell for thousands of dollars. But it's not that someone should be mad. It's that they should be mad at themselves, that they're not paying attention to what's happening right now in the world. All these new opportunities, all these new gold rushes, all these new opportunities to make your art as an artist, to do it for somewhat of a living, to get started. Right? If you do social media in any form, you could start figuring out ways to get paid for it. Start figuring out ways to maybe get brand deals where like maybe you have a certain brand that, whatever, and they can pay you thousands of dollars just to say, mention them in a video or whatever, if you have that type of audience. But the things in the world are changing. More opportunities are happening because there's those opportunities on top of you could do that and work a job if you wanted, right? More opportunities are happening. more opportunities just to be. And it's more opportunities are happening and are opening up so we can just live the life that we want to live as individuals. Because the world is set up to live like everybody else, even though we are all individual humans and have different personalities. So the world is set up to go to school, you get a job, like, there's a certain structure that the world has that's crumbling to pieces in front of our eyes. And a new world is happening, and they're scared of it. They call it NWO, or they call it the Great Awakening, or they call it the Great Reset. They're scared of it because they don't understand it, because they're attached and latched on to the world that was, instead of going with the changes and going with the flow. And like, I've learned to just kind of go with the flow, because I started doing YouTube videos in 2015, not because I wanted to do this for a living, because I had a cancer scare and I thought I was gonna die. So I wanted to express my fucking mind out and what I've learned with DMT and all that before I fucking died. When I found out it wasn't cancer, but I still have the lumps throughout my whole lymph node system, and it could in the future turn into cancer or whatever shit. But for right now, I'm good. So for right now, I'm just living, exploring, learning, sharing what I learn. Have a bunch of ideas. I'm trying to make those ideas happen and now turn my life into my job, because I don't want to work a job. I just want to live and do my thing. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And it's been a fucking journey trying to do this shit. But yeah, it's been fucking awesome though.